Hi, Mady. I'm so excited right now,
Thank you for having me.
because it's my first time to interview someone in English.
Wow.
And you are my teacher, you are my friend, you are my colleague. So, today I have many questions for you.
Wow, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Mady, can you give me your full name?
Yes. My full name, the one that my parents gave me, is Madeline May Grant. So my nickname is Mady,
Mady.
but my full name is Madeline.
Madeline.
Mhm.
Okay. What's the meaning of your name?
So my mom's sister, her name is Lynn.
Oh.
So she took Mad and added Lynn
Uh-huh.
to get Madeline.
Uh-huh.
May comes from my dad's aunt or my dad's grandma.
Wow.
I don't know, I never met her. But her name was May. And I was also born in the month of May. So my middle name is my birth month and comes from my dad's side of the family.
Wow.
And then of course my dad's last name is Grant. So my last name is Grant.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Okay. The first question I will ask you is, okay, looking back on your time as an English teacher in Thailand, what does this experience mean to you?
Wow. Good question. Looking back at my time, this was a very positive experience, very good experience. I made a lot of new friends, good memories. I tried new things, and I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. It's very difficult, as you know, like to move to a new country.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of learning, adapting, changing, but I think I handled everything with a positive attitude, very happy, very go with the flow. So it was a really good experience.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what's the biggest differences between Western culture and Asian culture?
Good question. I think the first thing that comes to mind is the hierarchy.
The hierarchy. Yeah.
Just like respect for people who are older than you, your bosses. I think that in America, of course, like I respect people who are older than me, my bosses, my parents, my grandparents, but there's not the same level of respect. Like I talk to my grandparents or my grandparents the same way that I would talk to my brother or my sister. At the middle school I worked at last year, I talked to the principal the same way I talked to my other coworker or my mentor teacher. And there wasn't that, I have to be very careful what I say. I didn't feel that way in America. But sometimes, like whenever I see the principal at school, I'm like, okay, I have to be very respectful, show respect. I want her to approve of me. I want the other teachers to approve of me. So I'm more mindful about being polite and that I'm very young, and there are people who have been doing this for way longer than I have. So yeah, I think hierarchy is the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think, like you said before, like why Western people, they speak in a very direct way, right? Direct way,
yes.
But Asian people, they are, most of people, they don't show their true feelings, true thoughts. They just want to obey, the leader. Yes,
Yeah.
they just try their best to avoid, like conflicts.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was very mindful. I did not want to create any conflict or any problems for teacher Ta or for anybody. I did not want to create any
Okay.
problems for her.
Okay, next question. In your opinion, what qualities should a good teacher have?
Ooh, what qualities should a good teacher have? I think a good teacher has to like kids.
Kids.
Has to like working with students, and they have to be patient.
Be patient. Okay.
So they have to enjoy working with kids. Sometimes I feel like in America there are many teachers who love math or
Yes.
love history
Oh.
or love science, but they don't love
Love kids.
teaching. Yeah, they don't
They-
love kids.
Wow.
And so I'm like,
That's
why would you be a teacher if you don't like kids? And that
Yes.
I was not many teachers.
Not many teachers.
But I have, like when I was a student,
Mm-hmm.
I had teachers who I felt like they did not like teaching, they did not like high school students.
Wow.
They only liked science
Science.
or math. So enjoying kids and helping kids learn,
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Yes.
is very important.
So I think you are a good teacher
Thank you.
because you have patience and you love kids.
Yes.
You love teaching.
Yeah. You too. You too.
Okay. The next question. If you become the Minister of Education, yes, very tough, right? What changes would you like to make?
Oh. In America, I'm the Minister of Education. Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm the Minister of Education in America, really good question. The first thing I would do is pay teachers more.
Pay teachers more.
Pay teachers more. Because I feel like teachers work
Mm-hmm.
really hard
Mm-hmm.
while they're at school.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you go home, sometimes you might have to grade or create lessons, or on the weekends, we have to work. So there's a lot of extra work that goes into being a teacher, but their pay does not reflect that extra work. And so recently in the United States, we've seen a shortage of teachers, not enough teachers. And I think that's because people have realized how much work it is to be a teacher, and the pay is not good. The salary is not good enough to be a teacher. When you put in all the extra hours and the grading and just like helping students learn, but also helping students grow as a person.
Uh-huh.
So I think that is the first thing I would do.
Salary. Okay.
Because if you pay teachers more,
Uh-huh.
then they're more motivated to be
yeah.
the best teacher they can be.
Yeah.
And so we can put more teachers into schools that need more help.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have many people saying, oh wow, look, teachers make this much money, maybe I should be a teacher, then we can help more students because we have more teachers.
Uh-huh.
And when you have more teachers, you can have a smaller number of students in the classroom, so it's easier to help one-on-one, or easier to answer questions, create a good class environment.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I would
Okay,
do.
salary. The second thing, how about?
Second thing, I think the second thing I would do is, okay, personally,
Okay.
so in America, I'm a social studies teacher. So I was taught how to be a history teacher. So I love history, I like geography, I like world history, United States history. It's very interesting to me. And I think I would add more topics that teachers must talk about. Sometimes, so right now, the history varies by state. It can even vary by city. Different schools use different textbooks, different materials, different states have different requirements. And so I would like to make history more diverse. Oftentimes in American history or world history, we tend to focus on white men and we don't talk about women or minorities or LGBTQ plus or even just like middle class. We talk about like white, rich men. And so I think to make history more interesting to students, like let's make it more diverse, more emphasis on everyday people and not just like the rich, wealthy white men.
Yeah, that's great. I believe one day you can do it.
I hope.
Yeah. Okay. That's tough question. Okay,
That's very tough.
let's talk something interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about your experience in Thailand. Do you remember that day, our family day, when we were getting our bus, a Thai guy was attracted to you,
Yes,
right?
I do remember that.
What's going through your mind at that time? You took picture.
I did, yes. So we got on a bus, and the bus driver, I think he said to me like, "Wow, like
You're beautiful.
so beautiful.
Yeah, you're beautiful."
Wow. And he was trying to talk to me as everybody else got onto the bus, and I was very confused. I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I remember like looking at you and looking at Nell and being like, okay. So we took a selfie. I hope he was happy about the selfie. But to me, it was very like awkward because in America, like it's not as common to comment on people's appearance.
It's too direct, right?
Yeah, too direct. So if I saw an attractive man, I wouldn't say, "Wow, so handsome, let's take a selfie." I would just admire to myself, "Oh, very handsome." Like I wouldn't say anything. I would just think to myself, "Wow, very handsome, very cool." I would not ask to take a selfie or I just would not do that.
Okay. Next.
So it was very surprising for me to have
Unforgettable
that.
memory.
Unforgettable memory.
Okay, so I want to know what kind of boy you like.
What kind of boy do I like? So the most important thing to me is that he's funny and smart.
Smart.
If he can make me laugh, make me smile, that's the most important thing.
Wow.
I also want him to be very smart and kind.
Smart.
Smart. He has to treat others like everybody he meets. He should treat them with kindness. And respect. And he's like the kind of person where you meet him and you're like, "Wow, he's so cool. I want to be friends with him.
Wow,
he's so nice. He's so funny. He's so kind. I want to be his friend."
Okay. Do you believe in soulmates?
I want to say yes. I hope that there are actually, okay, yes, I do believe in soulmates, but I also think they can be in the form of friends.
Oh.
So I can have a friend who is my soulmate, and I could have a husband who is also my soulmate. But I think that, in my opinion, there's not just one person out there for me. And I think you can have that connection through a friendship as well. I would argue that my best friends are my soulmates.
Oh, that's good.
Some of them I have known since elementary school or middle school. Some of them I met at university, and we just happened to become friends in university by chance. And now they're very important people in my life, and we understand each other. We have the same humor. So yeah, I would say that you can have a soulmate through friendship or also true love.
Love. Okay.
Yes. I'll let you know one day if I ever find
Yeah.
a soulmate.
Someday, yeah, you'll meet your soulmates. And
Yeah.
So that next time I can interview. I don't know
Oh, you can
when.
interview. Okay. What
Okay.
about, do you believe in soulmates?
Yeah, I do believe because if two people when they love each other and they can share everything to each other and they care about each other, yeah, I think as time goes by they can build a strong relationship.
Yeah.
I think.
I agree.
I'm very happy to meet you. So next question is, do you believe people meet for a reason, or is it all coincidence?
I think that everything happens for a
For
reason.
a reason.
Yes. Even though I'm not religious, I think that everything happens for a reason. Even if it's sad or scary, everything happens for a
For a
reason.
reason. It means that we can learn something from the people we meet, right? Yeah, that's great. Maybe someday we meet bad people, right? But maybe we can learn from the experience that next time what should we do if we meet a guy like that, right?
Yeah.
And if we meet a nice guy, right? Maybe we can be inspired by them. That's great.
I also think that meeting people, coming to Thailand, I could have been placed at any school in any city, but there was a reason that I was placed at Maryvid Sadahib, and I got to meet you, I got to meet all of my friends, getting closer with Lauren, Josie, Megan, having teacher Ta as a second mom, having teacher Roselle and teacher Irish as also second family.
Wow.
Made me feel so loved, and there was a reason that I was placed here.
Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next let's talk about your families. One thing you have in common with your mom.
One thing I have in common with my mom, I think that would be my kindness.
Oh.
My mom is the nicest person that I know. She's so caring, she's so loving, she's so thoughtful. And being raised by somebody who was just so amazing made me want to be just like her. I wanted to be hardworking and smart, but most importantly, kind and caring, and I wanted to be a good friend and just a kind person. And so I think that my mom and I are very similar in that sense. We always want to help others, do the right thing, just be a good person.
Yeah, in my opinion, you are so kind.
Thank
and
you.
you always keep smiling to others. That's yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Next question. One word that you would tattoo on your arms if you had to.
Ooh. That's a good question. Only one word?
One word, yeah, only one word. If possible, okay. 2 or 3 is
2
okay.
or 3? Okay. That's a hard question. I have 2 tattoos already.
Okay.
And they're both with my siblings.
Okay.
So one is a flower bouquet,
Flower bouquet.
and each flower represents my siblings' birth month.
Oh.
And the other one is like the water symbol from a popular TV show we watched growing up called Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's very popular in America. So my siblings and 2 of our best friends, who I basically call my brothers, we all matched. And so I think for me, it would be easier to pick like a symbol or another flower or a picture. But a word is very difficult.
Like
It would
love,
be very difficult.
Yeah.
I think I would want something like love, but
faith.
I would want like instead of love, I would want like a heart.
Heart.
So maybe. Do you know what tattoo you would get?
For me,
Yeah, I need ideas.
Okay. For me, I think faith.
Okay.
Have strong faith, yeah, faith and
Maybe I would say persevere, like
Persevere.
never give up.
never give up. Okay, that's good. Okay,
Yeah,
it's tough.
that
Next
would be my
question.
word.
Next question.
Okay.
Okay, what is the best piece of advice you have ever given?
I have ever given? Oh my.
Maybe the advice from your parents.
I think, okay, the best piece of advice that I have ever heard was from my mom. And I was very young, and I don't remember exactly how the conversation came up, but she said something along the lines of, you never know what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes. Meaning, like, you never know what other people are going through.
Everybody's different, right?
Yeah, everybody's different, and so with that, you have to find a way to connect to different people, to become friends with different people, and to always be kind, because you never know what is happening in somebody's life. Maybe they're like smiling on the outside, but on the inside, they're
suffering.
Yeah, they're suffering, or something bad has happened at home. So I think, yeah, just always looking out for others and being kind to others was the advice that really stuck with me, that she told me when I was very young.
Okay.
So I don't have like an exact quote, but something along the lines of, you never know what else is happening to others.
Yeah, for me, my best quote is like, life is short, so live fully.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, we may die tomorrow,
Yeah.
so just enjoy the moment cherish every people you meet. Yes, I think.
I like that. In America, we have like a slang word called YOLO.
Wow, like yellow. What?
Like
One more.
YOLO. YOLO.
YOLO.
And it means you only live once.
Wow.
So
That's
YOLO.
good. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, next question.
Okay.
Do you believe people can change, or do they mostly reveal who they've always been?
I think people can change.
People can change.
I absolutely believe that people can change. I tend to see the good in people. So for me, it would be really sad if we lived in a world where you could not change for the better. We're always learning, we're always growing. I think it's almost impossible not to change because every day you interact with new people, you learn new things. You're always changing.
Everybody can change, right?
Yeah, everybody can change you. Maybe at your core, you have like the same beliefs that don't change. But no, I would argue that everybody can change.
Everybody can change. Like, I heard the words like fix month and growth month. For the people who believe that they can change themselves, is the people who have like growth month. So but for the people who think they can't change anything, for example, they are for some people they are not good at painting, not good at playing basketball. They think no matter what they try, and nothing would happen. That's the kind of people who have like fixed mindset, right? So, do you think you are so you should be a growth mindset? That's great. Okay.
Do you think that? Well, I think I know the answer. But are you growth mindset or fixed mindset?
Growth mindset, and I want to be that kind of person. Yes, I believe if we can try our best, someday we can solve the results we want to have.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about music.
Music.
Yeah, because
wow.
You said before. Okay. What kind of music you like?
I like all music.
All music.
But my favorite is pop music.
Pop music.
But that can mean American pop, K-pop, J-pop. I've been listening to Thai pop music recently. Anything that's like happy, like has like a upbeat sound. And I feel like pop music tends to be very happy. Like you listen to it and you're like, oh, now I'm happy.
I'm happy, right?
Now I'm in a good mood.
When you are running or when we are playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
And we enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me one song verse holds a very special meaning to you.
Okay, I think it has to be a Taylor Swift song, just because growing up, she was the artist that I listened to the most, and I feel like every stage of my life, like I've been able to listen to new Taylor Swift songs, and I feel like I really appreciate the lyrics in her songs. So my favorite Taylor Swift lyric.
Okay, I will show you the.
I feel like I need to look up.
Okay.
Maybe this comes from her song Marjorie. never be so. Oh, wait, I have to look it up.
It's okay. She's so popular.
She is
in the
very
world,
popular.
yes.
Okay. Never be so clever you forget to be kind.
Wow. So be kind first, right?
But right, so the song starts with never be so kind
Never be so calm.
you forget to be clever. Which, you know,
Oh.
never, like, you can't be too
It's too
naive, too nice.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to, you
You have to
know,
be smart.
but never be so clever that
Oh.
you forget. So she, like, switches. And I remember listening to that and being like, wow, yeah, she's on to something.
Wow. That's great. So who is your hero?
My hero, my mom,
Your mom.
yeah.
Okay.
Who is
how
your
about-
hero?
My hero, I have many heroes, like my parents and some idol like Bruce Lee. Yes, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, because I'm a fan like basketball. You know, like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like
How about you?
Kobe Bryant.
The idol.
Mm.
Who is your idol?
Well, I think Taylor Swift is up there. Just, you know, favorite artist. So she's up there. I think I have a lot of respect for Barack Obama.
Oh,
He
that's
was
great.
one of the, you know, he was
Okay.
president before. I think, so I was very young when he was president.
Okay.
So maybe I have like rose-colored glasses, or I'm just seeing things from like, you know, a little kid point of view. But when he was president, excuse me.
It's okay.
Talking too much. Like everything, I felt like everything in America was very positive. Yeah, there were always like ups and downs, but I felt like as a country, that was a period of positive growth, like just good vibes, good, like people wanted to be good. Like
good environment,
people,
right?
yeah, good environment. There's a very healthy and positive environment that I was growing up in.
Okay.
And
If one day you meet him, what would you like to say to him?
Oh, I think the first thing I would say is thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. That's too basic. I would like to say thank you. I would like to ask him how his life has been since he stopped being president, because I can imagine being president is very stressful. So I think that he's living a much more relaxed lifestyle now. So I would ask him how he has been. I would ask him if there's one thing he could change, like go back in time and change, what would he change?
Wow.
And then I would ask him about basketball, because he likes to play basketball.
Yeah, he took a picture with Stephen Curry and LeBron James. Every time when some team get the victory, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I remember one moment that the LeBron James, right? And he's very strong, but when LeBron James stayed with Obama, he was very humble.
yeah, right? Like everybody respects him so much. Yeah.
How about Donald Trump?
No, I do not like him. I think I mentioned how I felt like Obama set a very like positive like growth mindset. I think Donald Trump has encouraged many Americans to have a fixed mindset. Like they don't want to change.
Yeah.
They want to focus on themselves and their family, and they don't care about everyone else. They only care about themselves.
Selfish, right?
Yeah, very selfish. The way that he talks to people is very rude and mean, and he's like kind of like setting that example for like young men and young women. Like, oh, you don't have to be respectful to people because look at me, I'm the president. I don't respect people.
Yes.
So I think that sends a message of I don't care about people, so you don't have to care about people. And that's not true. Like, that's not what America should be. So it makes me very sad that he is still president.
I think maybe Donald Trump would say, nobody understand America and the world better than me. Something like that.
Yeah, he says things like that. And I'm like, what is he saying? No, he's so wrong. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk something else. Okay, it would be a tough one.
Uh-oh.
When you die,
Oh.
what do you want to be remembered for?
When I die, I think I keep going back to this, but I think I want to be remembered for my kindness,
Kindness, okay.
all like the happy memories that I've made with people. Yeah, it will be sad, but I also want people to remember all the happy times that we shared, all the good memories that I've made with them. I do want to be a good, I don't know if I will be a teacher or minister of education. I want to be good at my job, but more importantly, I want people to think, wow, what a nice, kind, caring person. I'm so happy that I met her. I'm so happy that we got to be friends and make good memories together. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want to say to you.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're so calm.
Thank you. What do you want to be remembered for?
For me, like my friends would say, oh, he's a kind guy, and we have good memory with him. And for my parents, I think, oh, he's a good son, and he's a confident boy. Yeah, for my students, right? I think, okay, I want to say, I want to hear that maybe they will say, oh, Oswey is a good teacher and with patience, with a loving heart.
Yeah.
And yes, and we're very grateful to meet such a good teacher, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about good at jump rope, good at basketball?
No, I don't care. Basketball is okay.
Yeah.
It's just my like hobby. But yes, I want to be remembered. Some people that they think I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Before we end our conversation,
Okay.
there will be last question. Okay, if you had to describe your desired future in 3 words,
3 words.
what would you say? Your desired future.
I think happiness.
Happiness.
Number 1, I want to be happy. Maybe friendship.
Friendship.
I want to continue to meet new people, make more friends, and I also don't want to forget my old friends. Like I always want to keep in contact and stay close to all of my friends, even though I won't be in Thailand I still value all my friendships here. And my last word will be growth.
Goals.
You know, we keep talking about growth mindset.
Yeah, growth mindset.
I want to continue to learn more. I want to continue to grow as a person. Maybe grow like new hobbies. Just always trying new things.
Try something new. Right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. What are your 3 words?
Wow.
Yeah.
Tough question, right?
Very
Okay.
difficult.
Okay. The first word would be success.
Okay, success. Success in.
Oh no, success. I earn a lot of money and I'm healthy and I'm happy.
Nice.
Okay. Then next word is peace.
Peace.
Because I wanted the word the peace.
Yeah.
A peace word, not like no war and then no no war and then no die. That. Okay. And the last one would be passion.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, I have passion for my life. I have passion for everything. Yes, I can do something to change the world.
Yeah.
Or to be a better person, something like that. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Good response.
What do you think of our podcast today?
I like it.
Wow.
Can I also ask you?
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
One
will try my best.
question.
Okay.
Okay, well let me start first.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about living in Thailand? Specifically living at school.
Even at school. Convenience, I think.
Yeah.
Because we live.
It's so
we live in
close.
school, yeah.
It's so
It just
nice.
take 3 minutes to go to the office, and and I love the school environment because our school is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I can play basketball at school. Sometimes I play with you. Yes, everything is great.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love all the teachers, all the students.
Good response. Okay. My next question is you're entering a 5v5 basketball. Wait, how many?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 5.
Okay,
You're entering a 5v5 basketball tournament. And you get to pick anybody in the world to be on your team. So
Okay,
there's
then.
you. Who are the 4 people who will be on your team?
4 people with me?
Yes.
Wow.
You're playing.
I'm not qualified.
No, it's okay.
Okay. The goal, Michael Jordan, right? Michael.
Of course.
Okay.
You have to.
Second. Stephen Curry.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
In China we said 侠客奥尼尔. In
Yeah,
English,
yeah.
shot O'Neal, right? Yeah.
Okay. Wow, good team. Nice.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable, yeah. Nice.
Okay. Any questions? No more.
Okay, so do you believe in zodiac signs? Like, let's start like Chinese New Year, like year of the horse.
I don't think so because I think we are the master of our destinies. I think
True.
we can change.
True.
I'm not care about what's your birthday? Because in Thailand, some people they are very interested in say in Thailand they say model is mean to say someone that who can tell you that what will happen in the future.
Oh.
I never tried before. How about you?
I have not. I agree. I think we make our own future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's make our future.
Yeah. Nice.
Could you please give me some advice on how to make a podcast? Because it's my first time to interview someone in English. It's it's challenging. It's challenging for me.
I have never made a podcast, so I don't know if I'm the best person to give advice. But I like how you have so many different kinds of questions. Like we had serious questions,
Yeah.
we had relaxed questions. It was a good mix of everything.
Oh. Okay.
I think you should have maybe 1 or 2 questions
1 or 2.
that you always ask every single guest.
Mhm.
So everyone who comes onto your podcast, you always ask them the same question.
So tomorrow I will ask the same question.
But
with
only one.
Lauren.
Yeah,
Okay.
pick one
One.
question and ask Lauren,
Different answer.
and she will have different answer.
Yeah.
And then when you pick same question, ask Nell, see what Nell's answer is, and yeah, just ask everybody. It will be so interesting to see what people say.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so that's my advice.
Wow. In my opinion, you're young, but you're wise. You have a lot of wisdom,
Thank you.
and you are passionate. I think your future will be very bright.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe next time we can do the podcast online, right?
Yeah,
You're-
we can do it
because-
online. Yeah. First,
Okay.
we will do it online, and then when I meet my soulmate, you will have to interview my soulmate. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Promise.
Promise.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.